is the Daily Break. This is the Daily Break. This is the Daily Break. This is the Daily Break.
So we're riding in a car with Joaquin Thompson. This is the brother with the Daily Bread Radio Show. What made you want to start the Daily Bread Radio Show?
Man, I think it came out of, just where I've been. How I was just like a dark time. Went through a bankruptcy, had a lot of debt. And the reason and the way I ended up there was because just lack of knowledge. I mean, I didn't know when I was buying a house what it meant to, I didn't know what a mortgage meant. I didn't know credit cards. I had accumulated all that stuff, but nobody had never taught me how to manage it. So I got in some real trouble, man. And the thing about it is that really, it impacted not only me, but it impacted my family life. My relationship with my wife, my kids. I mean, that debt was just devastating. And I know how that feels. So when I had the opportunity, I was like, you know what? I wish I had a way where I could share with the world of how to get out of this matrix. Like, how do you get out of debt and talk to somebody without feeling ashamed about it, or feeling like somebody's gonna ridicule you because you had a bankruptcy or a repossession. So I created the Daily Bread Radio Show so people would have a platform where they could just call in and talk in a safe environment. They don't have to worry about somebody ridiculing them or me making fun of that situation, because I know how it feels to be embarrassed and be ashamed, especially when it comes to your family.
Now, what is the satisfaction that you get out of helping somebody understand finances?
Man, that's the only reason I do it. I mean, that's really the only reason I do it. It's a monetary part to it that I think will come in the future from a business standpoint, but it's nothing more enjoyable than having somebody come up to you and say, hey, you know what? I listened to your show and my credit improved. Or I listened to your show and, I was approved for a loan. Or now I understand what debt is. It's nothing for me. It's nothing more enjoyable than getting that feedback from my listeners. And that's really why I do it. Because some weeks, you have more listeners than others. And I understand that. That's just the way that it works. But for me, it's nothing more enjoyable than seeing the results that the people that listen to the show are able to achieve. And I credit all that back to me having to go through that whole process of bankruptcy and near foreclosure and assets being frozen, that kind of stuff. So, I mean, that's what it is.
So am I hearing you say you love it?
Oh, man. Not only do I love it, I can't. I mean, some weeks because of extenuating circumstances, I don't have the ability to do the show. And it literally, like, I physically start to get sick. Like, literally, like, I try to do everything that I can to make sure that every week I'm on the air, because in my mind, I'm thinking this is the week that somebody's going to be tuning in when they need the help. So I try to do everything within my power to make sure that show goes on and we're not doing a replay, but we're giving them some fresh content and content that people can use. Because it's one thing to get stuff in this packaged, or a person is saying the same thing over and over. I get the steps, and people have systems. I get that, but it's nothing more than having some authentic information being shared with a person that they can take and use right away. I mean, that's just big for me.
So how can a person tune in?
You can tune in. We're on dkmradio.com, so you can go on the internet, catch us on dkmradio.com. You can log in through facebooklive.com and go to the Daily Bread Radio Show on facebooklive.com. You can also catch us on youtubelive.com. We're on every Thursday night from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the thing that I would challenge a person to do is, it's no cost to listen. But I guarantee you, if you listen to the show just one time, we have so much fun and it's so authentic that I guarantee you're going to learn something, and you're going to also have something that you can put into play right away.
Joaquin, I thank you very much, brother. I appreciate you giving us the opportunity to talk to you. It's been a pleasure.
Hey, I appreciate it.
This is the Daily Break. This is the Daily Break. This is the Daily Break.